HAFIZ TV, unique every day.
Lest I be taken as the subject matter of this media gathering, I want to make it abundantly clear from the outset that the focus today is on the sensitization seminar that we have with under the aegis of the Hajj Taskforce and then the Ghana Pilgrim Agents Association, who are fundamentally our key stakeholder in this exercise. They are going to address, of course, with some input from us, the pilgrims who will be making the journey to the Holy Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and to especially the two grand mosques at Medina, the mosque of the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in Medina, and the grand mosque in Kaaba, to perform their religious duties. The exercise is formally due to commence on Saturday with the first flights taking off from the Tamale airport to Medina in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And so it is important that before pilgrims embark on the journey, they are well apprised of what is ahead of them. Notwithstanding the fact that they are Muslims, there are a lot of things many of them may not know. And so it is important for the imams, the ulama and others who are here, who are conversant with the processes, to give them a briefing of what lies ahead. It is also important for us and then the agents to remind them that they are traveling to another country where there are laws. And those laws may be different from the laws that they are used to in this country. And so they cannot go and behave like they are Ghanaians and do whatever is Ghanaian there and think you can do and get away with it. And those of you who are there, you know that they can be very, very strict with the enforcement of their laws. Sometimes it's not as a bit relaxed as we may have here. And so it's better for them to have a properly anchored mindset that tells them that they are in a different jurisdiction where they have to live differently. There are also things that they are not supposed to carry out. They are prohibited items in the course of their journey when they pack their bags and baggage en route to the airport to fly out. They need to be told and reminded, even where they already know, that there are certain items that are prohibited. And I'm sure all of us here know, for instance, that the popular narcotics, the hard narcotic drugs, marijuana, cocaine, amphetamine, all those hard drugs are without any item of doubt prohibited. In years past, they used to have a small tolerance for people to carry cola, but now cola has been treated more or less as a narcotic again, and they are also banned. So we also treat our pilgrims not to carry those items, because anybody who carries it will fall foul of the law and can be taken to task. So we need to sensitize them on a number of things, the do's and don'ts, and the behavior they will put, as well as the facilities that the Hajj Task Force has put for them to ease, to make the lessen the burdens of the Hajj. Anybody who goes to Hajj will tell you that it's not a walk in the park. It can be very tedious, especially in the very hot climate that you have to do certain rituals. Go circumambulate the Kaaba for 7 times, run Safa and Marwa, go to Mina, go to Musalifa, go and stone the devil. All those things are very tension-packed acts. And so you need to take the will-be pilgrims, especially those who are going there for the first time, through all these things so that they know. So that is the kind of sensitization we are doing here. Immigration procedures, they will have to go through all those ones. So I'm sure as you listen, you begin to appreciate some of the issues that will come out, and for which maybe if there are certain further clarifications after that, I'm sure we'll be happy to fill it.
We assume these are for people in Accra. What's the plan for people?
No, it's a similar one has been done in Tamale.
Okay, when was that?
They do that, I think, sometime last week. That was last week, Wednesday, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
And so it's done around, not just here.
Okay, it's set now.
Even there was one again in Kumasi. So they do it in Tamale, Accra, Kumasi. But we have 2 points of departure, Accra and Tamale. So those in Kumasi, some of them will come here, some of them will go to Tamale.
Okay. With certainty, can you tell us the exact number of programs who will be going for?
About 6,000.
6,000.
Yeah, I believe that this is about the highest
Because
patronizing
we
the
were
Hajj.
given a quota of 5,000. So what's the number?
The Ghana's quota basically would be a little bit above 6,000. That's our national quota. But you know, for obvious reasons, sometimes you cannot stretch the quota to its maximum limit. So this is the first time we are coming very close to the very edge of our quota. So about 6,000 pilgrims will be making the journey in a total of about 12 flights. 6 of the flights taking place in Tamale, 6 of the flights in Accra, commencing on Saturday. And it's very likely His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama may be in Tamale to greet the pilgrims before they depart for the Holy Land. If you say issues, I don't know.
In terms of party, government sponsoring certain people to go for Hajj.
I'm sure that the issues of protocol are part of the regimen of the Hajj. And so obviously government in itself has government officials who patronize the Hajj, from the presidency, from the vice president's office, from all those other districts. So government has an intrinsic interest in going on the Hajj. I want to say so far, it is smooth so far. And I want to believe that getting towards the end, by the grace of Allah Almighty, we are going to have a very smooth. The fact that even we haven't read screaming headlines from the media, we haven't seen you, I've not heard you allude to the fact that there is a crisis or anywhere. It speaks volumes of the fact of the competent organization, the manner in which this thing has been carried out in this 2025. And I want to say, without any iota of that we are blessed to have His Excellency President Mahama as the leader of this nation for the Islamic community. Has done everything possible to ensure that we have a successful Hajj. I'm sure you must have heard that acquisition of passports was a very big problem for many of the pilgrims. For the first time in the history of our Muslim Ummah, His Excellency President Mahama instructed the Foreign Minister, Honorable Obijato Ablakwa, to take every steps to facilitate the acquisition of passport. And Honorable Ablakwa took the duty religiously, carried it to Sri Lanka, and came here with the Director of Passports and staff of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And they set up offices just in this camp, this tent that we are just standing by. And they commenced the issuance of passports for 2 weeks. And whereas it used to take people sometimes 6 months, even 1 year to get passports, people got their passports in 3 days. Courtesy the facilitation His Excellency President Mahama has done for us. And let me also put on record that because of the magnanimity of His Excellency the President, and he's putting together a very competent, diligent, and sensitive task force, which is sensitive to the plight of our people, they managed to reduce the fare. In 2024, the Hajj fare was 75,000 Ghana cedis. Through the instruction of the President and by the hard work of the task force led by Honorable Collins Dawah, they went to Saudi Arabia, did syndication with all the transport, the accommodation, the holy places, went to all the places and managed to reduce the cost. And so the cost came down from 75,000 to 62,000. A whooping savings of about 13,000 Ghana cedis for the pilgrims. So today that is one of the reasons why there's an explosion in the number of people who want to go on the Hajj. Yes. Because the fare has been considerably reduced. Okay, even with so you may hear, and when you hear, I don't think that should be great news for it to be used to indict the Hajj. Listen, that so many people are still willing to go, but there are no more vacancies. Okay. I just told you, take undue advantage of the unsuspecting character of pilgrims who want to go and have not had the opportunity. So they tell you that they can reduce, we can take from 40,000 from you and get you to go to the Hajj through the back door. I can tell you that it is a very dangerous exercise, not only for this country, but even the pilgrims themselves. As we speak now, there are many pilgrims who have been arrested by the Saudi authorities, and they are languishing in jails. They can't even come out to enjoy the basic freedom of even going to patronize the worship in the Grand Mosque, because they have been put in custody. And they have told them that they are going to send them, but they go for what we call tourist visa. A tourist visa does not entitle you to do Hajj. And so the Hajj authorities have made that abundantly clear, that no tourist visas will be entertained. And anybody who comes with a tourist visa and attempts to enter Makkah for the Hajj will be arrested and charged 250,000 Ghana. Hey, I'm not in Ghana. 250,000 riyals. And you know it's about 3.5 riyals to a dollar. So you can imagine what that amount is. It's a huge amount. And so a lot of them already have been arrested. And we have taken the time and again to appeal to our brothers and sisters, our fathers and mothers, that they should not patronize that backdoor activity because it is detrimental to their own welfare. And instead of even getting the opportunity to do the Hajj, they will never see the Hajj again. So we are once again appealing to them and to the people carrying out those clandestine operations. They must cease forthwith. Because I can tell you that this government of His Excellency President Mahama will not take breaches of the law lying down. No, our this thing ends here. We don't have a duty to enforce the law in Saudi Arabia. The duty for the law enforcement in Saudi Arabia lies with the Saudi authorities. But if anyone ventures to come close, because sometimes they try to come and enter the tents where the Ghanaians are and others, we have served notice that we will not tolerate that intrusion. If you are not part of the pilgrims, because when you allow that, they come in and take over the services that our pilgrims are supposed to enjoy. If it's food, we are feeding the pilgrims free. No, food will be provided for all pilgrims who patronize this exercise. Accommodation will be provided, buses and others for them to facilitate their travel with that. So if they come in their numbers, they will come and disrupt. I can tell you without any iota of doubt that the Hajj Taskforce has worked exceedingly hard. And as we speak, the debt has been considerably degraded. They left about $4.5 million. I'm talking of dollars, not cedis. And so as we speak now, principally the biggest amount of it lay with the airlines. There's an airline called Flynas in Saudi Arabia. That is where the preponderance of the debt is. I can tell you that we have considerably reduced that debt. In fact, were you not even said they will not have been prepared to even fly our pilgrims. So we've paid a significant, more than even half of the debt has been settled.
Give us specifics?
I don't want to give you to the last dot, but I can tell you that we have settled closer to about 60% of the debt. And inshallah, after this exercise, we have already reached an understanding with them, including caterers and others, to settle the outstanding debt. So it will be done.
Okay. I also know that there has been an advanced team which departed for the Saudi Arabia as part of preparatory stages for this year's pilgrimage.
Yes.
Have you received some preliminary reports from them as yet?
Yes, I'm sure they've gone. They've sent reports that so far the preparations are going well to receive our pilgrims. And inshallah, when the pilgrims arrive on Saturday, they will find them ready and willing to meet them. So I don't want us to stretch. Like I said, the main purpose for our coming here is to cover the sensitization. So I would want to plead with every one of you to let's get back there and cover the sensitization, and so I will link up after.
One proverb, sir.
Oh, you cannot be roasting meat and your mouth will be dry. I'm sure that.
Thank you.
So my name is Honorable Alhaji A.B. Efuseni. I am the immediate past member of Parliament for Sarnargu, and I am in charge of the corporate governance of the Hajj 2025 program here.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Very, very significant because it's a journey we are embarking, and this journey is more spiritual. So if you're embarking on a spiritual journey, you need to be taught or told how to perform that spiritual journey or what is going to happen. So the education is very, very, and for me, I always say it's one of the ibadah that I see that is the difficult one. It's not like taking Quran and reading it or somebody teaching you Quran and you get it. But it's more of a practical than theory. So you need to be taught how the rituals are performed. Because if you don't, it's like a Christian who have gone there definitely don't know what he's going to do. But this education is very important to anybody who has paid 62,000 and want to go and perform Hajj. Very, very important. Okay. Concerning the timing, I don't see anything wrong with it, because people are coming from far away. So if you put it around 8 or 7 o'clock, definitely you are denying some people.
I mean, in terms of it getting closer to Hajj.
Oh, okay. Yes, because it's a general one, that's why it's getting closer. You know, when it gets closer to it stay with you. You understand, before you embark on journey. Assuming we did it maybe last 2 or 3 months, people will forget. You understand? And that is why some of us as agents, we are able to organize on our own. And then this is the general one that my agency, someone's agency will come together, and then it's, for me, I see it as an additional knowledge that you are going to have as a program, because individual agents in their own way have put in some money to, get them educated because they are paid to him, so that they can have more knowledge on it. But for this one, I think it's one of the important, because, like I said, all of us have come together to put it so that our program will get more benefit and more educated. Yeah, definitely. We have been organizing Hajj for so many years now, and for me, the problem I have is that we have not institutionalized our Hajj operation. Definitely, we'll have some progress along the line, and then we'll come back again because of change of government. You understand? These people have not organized Hajj before, and definitely I'm not expecting them to do anything extraordinary. They are going to follow the process that they know or they see other Hajj, organizers or government have done. And this year, because of change of government, definitely I'm not expecting them to go more than 60% or 70%. Whatever wrong they have done, I expect them to correct it when they are given the opportunity to do it again. So I'm not going to mention some of the lapses, but I think that there are lapses that, for the benefit of that, let's give them the opportunity to do it. And then whatever correction is there, we hope that when they come, they look at it and correct themselves. I think that some people are of the view that government to take off his hand. Personally, I am not of the view. I think that definitely government should play a particular role as far as Hajj is concerned, because if you leave it for agents, people will be crying their money and all those. So government should play that supervision role as setting up an authority that we agent can be under that authority. That we agent will go to Saudi, look for accommodation, look for flight, and we come to the authority. This is what we have. Then we sit down between us and the authority. Then we bring out a figure. You understand? But when we do it that way, that will help go a long way and then create more employment. In a sense that we have so many agencies under the authority, and as an agent, I'll employ more people in my company to work for me. You see, in that case, we have created more employment, in the sense that maybe right now I have 2 people I'm working with. Maybe if government give me the opportunity to do it myself, I may add some 2 or 3 more. You understand? So institutionalizing it is very important. And then the Muslim community will benefit from it, because the proceeds of Hajj need to be beneficial to every Muslim community. I am of the view that every year when we organize Hajj, at least some proceeds can be used to build either a school, hospital for one Muslim community. If you do it every year, can you imagine how many hospitals we have in every Muslim community or schools?
Any question? Thank you very much.
My name is Seth Ibrahim. I'm the CEO of the Dawah Travel and Tour and the PR for Ghana Hajj Agent Association.
Of course, this orientation is, of course, the icon of the Hajj, because Hajj is about education. The Prophet at his time, when he was performing the Hajj, he said, "Khuzu ani manasikakum," take from me how I perform a Hajj. So having paid all the packages, you need to go into orientation, demonstration, how to perform the Hajj. And therefore, you see it very, very important that every potential pilgrim must know how to perform the Hajj. That is why Hajj Taskforce is able to organize 3 important programs in the country. One in Tamale, one in Kumasi, and one in Accra, which is ongoing now. So we are here to demonstrate, to practicalize the Hajj for the potential pilgrims to know how to perform the Hajj. Because there are a series of rituals. 1, how to put on the intention, that is the harami. 2, how to go to Arafah. 3, how to go around the Kaaba, that is the circumambulation. 4, the Safa and Marwa. Besides that, these are the main pillars of Hajj. Besides that, there are some other compulsory duties, staying at Mina, and also moving to Muzdalifah, and also going to the Jamarat to stone Satan at the 3 important areas. So it is important that we take the pilgrims through this orientation for them to be abreast with the rituals of the Hajj. Okay, fine. First and foremost, Islam says that if you want to perform Hajj, don't go into some inimicals, like confrontation. having an affair with a woman or a man. These things are inimical to the performance of the Hajj, which they must know. Secondly, going to stay at Mina, some of the pilgrims will not go to Mina. And also at Arafah, if they go there, they don't know the importance of Arafah. So having taken them through all these important rituals, I'm sure they will be able to perform what is needed so far as the Hajj is concerned.
Okay, can you tell us what today exactly you'll be talking about?
Exactly, the Hajj Taskforce, in collaboration with the Hajj agencies, came along with their pilgrims. So now the scholars from the various regions are in. So they are going to demonstrate and practicalize the Hajj for them to also know how to perform the Hajj.
Okay, your name, sir?
My name is Suleiman Ahmed Mozo.
Your designation?
I'm the regional Imam of HAFIZ Wal Jamaa in Western Region. Yeah.
HAFIZ TV, unique every day.